sugar. Oh, honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Honey, oh, sugar, sugar. Of loving you, I just can't believe it's true. I just can't believe the wonder of this feeling too. I just can't believe it's true. Ah, sugar. Oh, honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. When I kissed you, girl, I knew how sweet a kiss could be. I know how sweet a kiss can be. Like the summer sunshine, pour your sweetness over me. Pour your sweetness over me.
My favorite childhood memory would probably be when my brother and I were play fighting with like 3-foot tall stuffed frogs, and he took a swing and knocked my tooth out. If I could only eat one type of candy for the rest of my life, it would be any type of chocolate, specifically Hershey's though. The kid that fell in the chocolate river in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, that would be me. On a trip to Candyland, I would take the famous chocolatier Jacques Torres because he could build me like chocolate houses and chocolate horses, and it would be a good time. My favorite high school memory would be going to any of the dances and getting to dress up for Spirit Days with Savannah Schmitz. This year I'm most excited to go to prom with LJ.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean man, the crust of the jam man.
My favorite childhood memory would probably be the times me and my sister would play on my old PS3. We would play Toy Story 3. It was great. If I could only eat one candy, it would probably be chocolate, and it would probably have to be the Twix bar and the right one because I like taking right turns at stop signs. I'd probably take Oscar Flores with me because if we end up needing to do a like survival type of deal, he really knows what he's doing. I've been camping with him before and he knows how to set up a tent like that. My favorite high school memory would probably be the time that I went to prom with Kira Deely. I'm pretty excited to go to some of the football games and just hang out with my friends for my final year of high school.
You know there's a light that glows by the front door. Don't forget the keys under the mat. When childhood stars shine, always stay humble and kind. Go to church 'cause your mama says to. Visit grandpa every chance that you can. It won't be wasted time. Always stay humble and kind.
My favorite childhood memory is when my family and I would go to Dylan's, get a Redbox movie and a whole bunch of snacks, and have a family movie night. If I could only eat one candy for the rest of my life, I would choose Kit Kats because they're just the best. If I could take anyone on a trip to Candyland, I would take my older brother Tyler because he could eat all the candy that I don't like. My favorite high school memory was my junior year softball season when we rode down to Dodge City and Coach Gillen's Suburban. Something I am most excited for this year is my senior softball season.
You watched me grow up from a boy. I watched you build from what's destroyed. Rehabbing houses but held grudges when my mom's house wasn't yours. She had to build some of her own. We disagree on right and wrong. Been on and off communicating since the day I left from home. And as we get older, it's hard to reach understanding. I left for no blaming. No. Yeah, I could be all around the world, but without family, it don't mean anything. Can we bring the love back? I know that you've been waiting so long for it to come home again. Can we bring the love back?
My favorite childhood memory was probably the first time that I've ever hung out with Leroy Goodspeed. Leroy Goodspeed and I have been friends ever since I was born, so a lot of my childhood memories really come from him. If I had to eat one candy for the rest of my life, I would have to pick Snickers just because they have everything that I would ever want in a candy bar and they're my favorite. If I had to take a trip to a candy island, I would probably go with Leroy Goodspeed more than anything just because I'm so weak and so feeble and he's so strong. So if anything were to happen, Leroy could be there to protect me. My favorite memory of high school is probably spending all 4 of my years with Leroy Goodspeed. This year, I'm definitely most excited to spend the rest of my senior year with my best friend, Leroy Goodspeed.
A favorite childhood memory of mine was on my 5th birthday on the way to Disney World. We were in a plane and the flight attendants told everyone to shut their windows and turn on their lights, and I blew out the candles, which were the lights. If I could eat only one candy for the rest of my life, I would choose either the Nerd Gummy Clusters or gummy worms. The one person I would take on a trip to Candyland with me would be my sister because she would bring her dog Nash. My favorite high school memory was all the years I got to do a dance fundraiser with DSNWK individuals. What I'm most excited for this year is getting to spend my last year of high school with all my friends making memories.
I see the sunrise creeping in. Everything changes like the desert wind. Here she comes and then she's gone again. And I'm just a traveler on this earth, showing my heart behind the pocket of my shirt. I just keep rolling till I'm in there, 'cause I'm a traveler.
My favorite childhood memory would be going to the OU versus KU game and getting Baker Mayfield's signature. If I could eat a type of candy for the rest of my life, it'd probably be gummy worms because they don't get old and they're pretty good. So, who would I take on a trip to Candyland? I'd probably take all my boys like Lindy, Lang, Meckel, guys like that. Probably because we always know how to have a good time and get into some trouble, but also stay out of trouble at the same time. My favorite high school memory would definitely be going to Anaheim, California for the International DECA Convention with all my buddies. I'm definitely very excited for the football season this year and what our team has to show.
I
And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Yeah, there will be an answer, let it be.
My favorite childhood memory is the first time I went to Disney World, and I was so excited to see all the princesses and get my pink fluffy Minnie Mouse ears. If I had to only eat one candy for the rest of my life, it would be Skittles, because I would never get tired of them and the freeze-dried ones are the best. If I had to take anyone to Candyland, it would be my two little sisters because they would make me laugh the whole time and they love sweets. My favorite high school memory is going to all the pep rallies and all the football games. What I'm most excited for this year is to play soccer with my two little sisters for the first time.
She question my lyrics. My love for your music is bittersweet every time that I hear it. Your great sounding art helped build my walls and pushes me away so I won't fall. I'm thinking in my head, oh my lord. You texted me last night with all my faults. Downloaded your mixtape, it sounds so good. But why you gotta say things that make me sound so small? You talk about your experience with other women. How you think that be looking? My daddy and whole family hear it. Where's the respect? I don't feel it. And if you lose me, would you fear it?
One of my favorite childhood memories was when my grandma would come to town and she'd always bring a big sack of candy. Even if she had only 20 bucks for the day, she'd always make sure to buy me and my brother candy, so it's definitely one of my favorites. If I could eat one candy for the rest of my life, it'd probably be Airheads, just any of them. I like all the Airheads. If I could take one person on a trip to Candyland with me, it'd be Boston Bringart. He'd help me eat through all the candy I could get there, and he'd also probably be like swinging on the candy vines like Tarzan. My favorite memory for high school was beating Liberal away. It hadn't been done in a while, and it was a really good experience, especially the bus ride home. Something I'm excited for this year is my soccer season. With it being my senior season and me being a captain, I think it'll be a really enjoyable experience playing all the WAC teams again for the last time.
My favorite childhood memory is at family gatherings when my cousins and I used to get together in choreographed dances and then force our parents to watch them. If I could only eat one type of candy for the rest of my life, it would probably be Nerd Clusters because I just love them and you can never go wrong with them. If I could take someone on a trip to Candyland, it would probably be my friends Hannah and Haley Klein because they're always down for an adventure and a sweet treat. My favorite high school memory is probably my sophomore year football game where the theme was neon and we shot off confetti cannons and the little colored packet things because it was so much fun. This year I'm most excited for all of the home football and basketball games and all of homecoming week.
Waking up in a dream, sleepwalking on another big stage. You never heard peace till you hear people scream your name in unison. I'm so far away from the place I used to be, struggling usually. Look at the new me, fate pursuing me. I can feel the energy in the air. It felt like I'm supposed to be here.
Everywhere I go, I'm getting so much love from fans to stars. Everyone saying how they can't wait for the OP. And I'm gonna blow, they believe in me. Feel so good in what you do. Help somebody else get through. That's why I do the best I can because I know how blessed I am. I'm so high I can touch the sky. I know it's my time and it's now or never.
My favorite childhood memory would be going to my grandma's house every Tuesday and eating lemon drops in her car. If I could eat one candy for the rest of my life, it'd definitely be Skittles because they're really good and they're all different flavors. And if you ever get bored, you can close your eyes and try to guess the flavor. A person I would take on a trip to Candyland would definitely be Brett Dreher. He has a super high intellect and he could help me solve a lot of problems. And he'd also help me put down a lot of candy. My favorite high school memory would have to be state golf. It's a great group of guys and times in the hotel was really fun. What I'm most excited for this school year is our senior soccer season and also all the home sporting events. I really love being in the student section.